wanted your help and you were rude.
You refer to them as clients. I haven't taken the case, so they're not clients. They are a disappointed outcome.
Paying clients in a time of need. Finally turned out a bit. My wet brolly is currently dripping on Mrs. Hudson's carpet. You don't get any credit for that observation.
Did you notice the lady's dress?
Fine design of mode, in the style of the day.
What newspapers are you reading to learn such things?
Don't you speak to me of newspapers.
Ah!
Sorry.
The hem of the lady's dress was thoroughly soaked, as was the gentleman's left shoulder. He did his best to shelter her with his umbrella and sacrificed his own comfort in doing so. The rainwater, ricocheting off the pavement, was beyond prevention.
Is there a point to this?
Well, if they could afford me, why could they not afford a cab on such a rainy day?
Or perhaps, like me, they're lumbered with a colleague who refuses to do his job.
I am, as I have repeated on 37 occasions.
Bad form to count, Holmes, we've discussed
On
this.
37 separate occasions, retired.
Oh, but you would willingly sell your stories to that vagabond journalist.
I would.
When I've kept records of all of your cases.
Oh, here we go.
Diligently written down and safely under lock and key. And now to what purpose? Your methods are being announced to all and sundry. Every villain, from John O'Groats to Land's End, will know how to avoid capture.
Well, as I'm no longer in the business of detecting, it's a moot point.
I used to pray this was just a phase.
Oh, save your prayers for the believers, Watson. Since defeating Moriarty, I have no taste for it. No taste for it at all.
But what is the great Sherlock Holmes when he's not investigating? He's just a man. And a shell of a man at that. I want the old Holmes back. Watson, keep up. The game is afoot.
It's not a game.
You are the most infuriating man in London.
Yes, you said that 95 seconds ago.
Bad form to count. Holmes, you must talk of what happened at Reichenbach Falls.
The vagabond journalist approaches.
You see you still haven't. I have no idea how you could possibly have known that. Was it the youthful bounding up the stairs?
No.
The smell of ink and scandal in the air?
Ludicrous.
The light, reflecting from his silver pen, caught the sun and appeared briefly in this room.
No. It's noon, and I told him not to be a minute early or late.
Put your shirt back on. Yes?
All right, Watson?
Dr. Watson to you.
Don't be
Can I come in?
ridiculous.
No, not yet.
Oh, come on. Don't be
He's
ridiculous.
changed.
Into what?
When I was your age, I knew my place.
It's a changing world. People like me can thrive. It's no longer the old boys club. There's opportunities for all. Watson.
Dr.
Oh,
Watson.
let him in, let him in.
All right, Mr. Answer, how are you today?
I am myself today, as I was yesterday, and for many days prior to that.
Excellent, sir. Yeah, very glad to hear it.
So, which case are we prostituting today then?
Mr. Holmes has promised to tell me of the free Garridebs where you got shot, Mr. Watson.
Doctor!
Is that what you call for?
No, I am a doctor.
What's your head, sir? Hey, oh, are you leaving, Mr. Holmes?
No. For an additional £2, I will take you to the house of the Garridebs, and Watson and I will pose for you.
I beg your pardon.
Deal. No take backs. I have your word.
I haven't paid Mrs. Hudson in several weeks now. Oh, give it directly to Watson. I have no mind for money. My current bank balance will testify. Shall we take a cab?
Is it far, sir?
A few streets, but your footwear is causing you aggravation to your left instep.
It certainly is.
I presume a weakness of the ankles resulting from suffering rickets as a child.
As always, sir, you presume correctly. He's a remarkable man, Watson. What mind, what genius.
You never had rickets.
No, only Susan do. He's stepped down, hasn't he? I'm sure he's like an athlete who stopped training. He's out of shape.
He doesn't need you to make excuses for him. Come, we must hurry. There's a thrilling tale to be told.
I must say, you'd be hard-pressed to meet a stranger man in the whole of the Empire.
Oh, there is one. I guarantee you of that.
Oh, don't get up, will ya?
I beg your pardon?
It's all right. I can manage.
What is this?
Queen Victoria's steaming turd. I wrapped a bow on it.
Is that the truth?
Oh, I should cocoa, Mr. Holmes.
Soup! Oh, fantastic.
Nice to see some appreciation.
For the soup.
Yeah, but I made it.
Well, indeed, to appreciate a mathematical puzzle, one must acknowledge the genius who set it.
What? Genius, am I?
No, certainly not. You're just a very good cook.
Eat your soup before you starve. We wouldn't want that, would we? I've fallen in love with twin sisters. Two girls I should like you to me. One is called Annie, the other's called Fanny. They both come to live down our street. Now one of these girls I should marry, but to separate twins isn't fair. So when I tie the knot with what little I've got, I'll see they both get their fair share.
The singing assists digestion, I believe.
How do you wear that?
It reminds me of my mama.
I hope she didn't sing you that one.
Well, I couldn't be sure. Music is all the same to me. It has an effect akin to soothing, and if my other muscles are relaxing, the ones used for my digestion will be emperors of the body and can do their job more efficiently.
Oh, your mind does work, Mr. Holmes.
I will time how long it takes before I need to defecate.
Oh, you're very welcome, by the way.
For what?
The magnifying glass. I take it your life is easier.
Well, certainly the section of it where I need to read.
Well,
What?
manners.
You know, I prefer it when you're quiet.
Oh,
Many thanks. For the magnifying glass.
oh, stop it. You'll embarrass me with all that praise.
Oh, woman!
Password! Proceed.
This place is spotless. You've been cleaning again, Mr. Holmes. Not a speck of dust. You do me out of a job, you will.
Oh,
Mr. Holmes?
oh my!
Are you all right, sir?
Oh my!
What is it?
Oh my! Oh my! Watson and I stole across the floor. Watson and I stole across the floor as gently as we could. Guns drawn. But Watson stood on the loose flooring.
I did not.
Come on, old boy, you are the clumsiest of the two.
It wasn't me that creaked.
I didn't say it was you, I said it was the floor.
And I resent the clumsiest remark. You'll put that in this damn newspaper.
You wouldn't do that, would you, Mr.
Heavy, sir, and not on your life, Mr. Holmes.
The creak alerted the American villain. That's you, Mr. Herring.
Yeehaw! Who's going there?
Yes, very good, Mr. Herring. And then the villain drew his gun and fired. Bang!
Are we really doing this?
And poor Watson was struck.
He never was. What, probably shot?
Indeed, Mr. Herring. So I crashed my pistol down on the scallywag's head. And so to Watson.
Is he all right?
Alive now, aren't I? Whoring yourself out to the press.
I saw the wound was superficial almost immediately. The bullet was clearly hurt, passing beyond and into the wall. I wasn't worried.
Wasn't worried.
The bullet has since been removed, but you can clearly see its final resting place.
Wasn't worried.
No.
Only my recollection is clear. The exact words were, "Oh, Watson, say you're not hurt. Oh, for God's sake, say you're not hurt."
Watson, I'm telling the story.
Prescott was after the old Folgers printing press.
Precisely. What, you knew this already?
I told you I'm a student of your work, but I didn't know how you captured him, sir. That's what really sells the story. Cracking stuff, Mr. Holmes. My readers will lap it up.
Careful they don't choke.
Can I just say what a pleasure it is to spend time in such a great man's company?
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, the villains of the world don't know how lucky they are. You're not on the time anymore.
Indeed.
Why is that, sir?
Sherlock Holmes, are you down there?
Indeed I am. Inspector Lestrade.
On earth did he know we were here?
Yes. Good day, Mr. Holmes.
It is.
Me also, thank you for asking.
How did you know we were here, Inspector?
The answer is in the question. Inspector.
He reads the newspaper. He saw the last story I sold was the Sussex Vampire, so when Mrs. Hudson told him we were out with the journalist, he merely looked down the long list of crimes we have sold for him and quite rightly deduced that we would be here, as it is chronologically named.
Well, I enjoyed my brief moment in the sun. Thank you.
But if you are here to ask me to investigate a case, I'm afraid I am retired.
Oh no, quite the opposite, in fact. I'm here to ask you to continue your retirement.
What?
This is off the record.
Hey!
You're doing well without me then, Inspector?
Oh, absolutely. My desk is empty, my record exemplary.
Oh, Jack the Ripper's been arrested then, has he?
Well, that's not something I...
Leave
discuss
Lestrade
with
alone,
members
Watson. We both know his identity and both know he could never be arrested.
of the- What was that? Nothing. How in God's name did you find him? No matter. Sherlock Holmes. There is a case about to break of international proportion, and you are not allowed to investigate it, or I am ordered to arrest you. Consider this a courtesy. Good day, sirs.
Wait! Wait! You are telling a man who has vowed to end all his investigations that he must continue doing so?
You will see.
Find out what you can.
Absolutely, Mr. Holmes. Straight on it.
Good man. Watson, meet me at Baker Street.
It's no use, Sherlock. My lips are sealed.
Oh, there's no need to talk, Lestrade. It's what you don't say that's important.
What? Oh, no, you don't. I'm not as green as this grass.
You've changed, Lestrade.
I have indeed, Mr. Holmes. That's what comes from being left alone for 2 years to learn how to do my job at last.
No, I mean you've changed. Your clothes.
Leave me alone.
No, you've changed your clothes. These are clean encore. No more than half an hour ago.
And I'm ridiculous.
You're learning, Lestrade, learning how to destroy the evidence.
I am indeed. I'm wise to you, Holmes.
Oh. So there is evidence of this mystery case on the clothes you've just changed out of, and you noticed it, so it must have been blindingly obvious.
Stop now.
And you're determined to stay at Winterby so the smell has remained. A farm, perhaps.
Ha! You're getting rusty, Sherlock. I haven't been anywhere near it. Damn it.
Thank you for eliminating that.
Get away.
You smell of the sea, Lestrade. So the marks on your clothing you were wanting to hide were saltwater marks from a harbour, a boat perhaps. So you've arrested somebody at sea or near the sea. This person is clearly known to me, a previous foe, a previous client. You said it was of international proportion. Government then, more royal scandal, espionage. Heavens no.
You must stay out of it.
So you wouldn't.
He most certainly has.
But Mycroft cannot break an oath.
Quite clearly he can! I'm sorry, Sherlock, but your brother will hang for this.
What evidence have you got against him?
His confession.
Bloody know-it-all.
Watson, we're leaving.
Holmes, we have a predicament.
They've arrested Michael.
Mike, what for?
They can't prevent his own brother from visiting him.
I need to talk with you. Wait, why is Mycroft arrested?
Treason.
Treason.
Yes. The German misuses contacts. Read that.
British diplomat murdered on a train in East India.
Yes.
His whereabouts leaked. Only Mycroft knew the details.
Yes.
He confessed.
Yes.
Confessed.
Yes, we must leave now.
Wait.
What?
Not yet.
Why have we not? Well, it's not raining. Leave it here, plus it's broken.
Holmes, sometimes you are far from observant. Please, come in. She'd been attacked. In broad daylight. A crowd had formed. I investigated.
I will remove myself as soon as possible.
The woman!
Yes, I had heard that was how you referred to me.
I have insisted Miss Adler remain here, under our protection.
And I said I don't wish to be a burden.
Stay. Stay. You must go now. Sandler.
Make supper, Colonel.
Brother! Apologies for the delay.
Oh, I wasn't aware you were expected, so no delay.
Mike! How are you bearing up, old boy?
Very difficult to say, Doctor. I have no frame of reference.
Right.
So what to do then?
Well, it seems to me I'm not the only one in distress.
Really? Does it?
The voice is stretched, the step is heavy, the breathing shallow and rapid.
I've just discovered my brother has confessed to treason.
And the woman has made a reappearance.
What?
Irene Adler, what, the one who outfoxed you?
The very one. He's mentioned her often since.
Don't be ridiculous. I've spent absolutely no time in her company at all.
Soon to be remedied as we're sheltering her at Baker Street.
Mycroft doesn't care.
It's intriguing news to take his mind off his own predicament.
No, he's quite right. I don't care.
So, to the facts then.
Oh, don't waste your time.
Let me be the judge of that.
I am guilty.
You alerted the assassins to the ambassador's travel plan.
No.
But that's what you'd be charged with.
Yes.
But you didn't do it.
No.
How is this so?
Just is.
Mycroft, will you please just answer my question?
Well, I am answering your questions.
Yes, as unhelpfully as possible.
Ask better questions, then.
No, he always does
I
this.
am answering your questions.
Mycroft, you say you did not do this, yet you are guilty. Can you explain how this paradox exists?
But to my knowledge, I never uttered a word to anybody that I shouldn't have. Yet I myself devised an impregnable method for coding state secrets that could not have been circumnavigated.
Well, there we have it then. All we need to do is discover how the true villain gained the secret.
You have hearing difficulties. They can't have.
Well, they clearly have, otherwise how did the secrets get out?
Supernatural means.
Dear.
I beg your
Oh,
pardon.
no, it's the only possible solution. Dark arts of some description.
Oh dear.
Dark arts! A Holmes boy is citing
But
magic!
I belong purely to the scientific and logical world, as you well know, but there was no other explanation. I developed the code myself. I considered every possibility, every eventuality. The system could not be broken by means known to man.
I think this cell could do with some soft furnishings.
Those people died because of me. Train was derailed along a mountain pass. Everybody on board was killed, including the diplomat, his family, 223 other passengers.
God's sake.
Oh, too late, Doctor, they're dead. God save me as I face 229 counts of murder.
Brother, please. It is my job.
Well, I thought you'd quit.
Regardless, two heads are better than one, are they not?
Well, not when I am more intelligent than you.
I am a detective. Let me detect.
I'm protecting you, little brother.
I'm not the one in jail.
Look, I know you get obsessive, dogmatic. You will ponder and consider all the angles until you receive the breakthrough thought. But I promise you, it will not come, and you will descend into that place where you go. You are right to fear the word magic, Sherlock. There are many things in this world we do not understand.
Yet,
I beg your pardon.
there is often a word that follows magic. Trick. It's a matter of finding out the trick. Magic does not
In
exist.
this instance, it does!
Magic does not exist. I appreciate your trying to protect your younger sibling, Mycroft, but I am more than capable of taking this on without descending into madness. I'm not such a boy in short trousers anymore. I'm wiser to this world. Now, please, human, how are these secrets kept?
Oh, my apologies.
Oh, it's all right. I'm a colleague of Mr. Holmes.
Really?
Yeah, he's some personal biographer. I'm printing his stories in the Gazette. And you are?
Staying briefly. You wrote the famous article.
Whatever happened to the world's greatest detective? Yeah, Mr. Holmes got in touch with me directly after that. I was a lowly sports report about them working out the odds for the bookmakers on the side.
You have been elevated.
Tripled its readership, miss. Yeah, it's a blessing, really, because I'm his biggest fan. Miss, you have a bit of blood?
Oh,
Right there.
thank you. I'm sure he'll be back soon.
Is he what? I mean, is that you?
It was
The woman?
just a woman now.
Irene Adams, I live and breathe, the only woman to fool Sherlock Holmes. What'll it take, miss?
For what?
Your side of the story.
I don't wish to remember those times.
The only thing the public love more than an hero is a villain. And such a pretty one, too. You are a gold mine, miss. Oh! Sorry. Is it Mrs.?
No, I wear that to avoid attention. It doesn't seem to be working.
Name your price. And you won't have to wear a cheap silver thing no more.
Does Mr. Holmes take your money?
Oh, he does. God bless you under the gold rush for creating his need of it.
Well, if he allows me to tell you my side of the scandal in Bohemia, will you see he is recompensed?
I could just give it straight to you.
Let me know his decision.
I love it. Oh! Crap! Miss Adler! Miss Adler!
Someone has intercepted the messages, the code.
Well, yes, it's possible, I suppose, but it would have meant nothing to them. Just random numbers.
There are professional code breakers.
They would need to have been with me throughout childhood. And even then, the encryption is unbreakable by any other human being but me.
Oh, very modest.
It's the truth. I speak nothing else.
This old maid, she would arrive in a boat with fresh ingredients.
Oh, amazing flavors. She would sing songs and clean. I specifically hired somebody who could not read or write.
Really? Really? So you were worried?
No, an irrelevance, a trifle. A further piece of insurance, but entirely unnecessary.
No one else ever entered the compound.
No, nobody else, not since it was built.
What on earth did you do without company, Mycroft?
I enjoyed myself.
This is devilish, I have no doubts. Yet I fear there is something you are not telling me, brother. They brought you a newspaper.
Yes!
Yes, you love the newspaper, yet this one remains untouched.
Well, my eyesight grows much worse this year, Sherlock. I cannot read without my magnifying glass. I've requested it be sent for.
Do you read the encrypted messages with your magnifying glass?
Oh, I do now. Yes.
What is it?
I'm not sure. But brother dearest is incapable of lying.
Well, it can't be much of a secret keeper if you can't tell a lie.
So it's a matter of asking the right question. Or as the intellectual superior, you could save yourself the embarrassment of being caught out by your little brother. Was there a period between spectacles no longer being sufficient and the magnifying glass?
Yes.
Who brought you the magnifying glass? Come on, Mycroft, there's hardly a deluge of suspects, is there? Did Mrs. Peasgood buy it?
Yes.
Why? Why did she buy it? You see, Mycroft plays a very specific game, Watson. If he has sworn to secrecy and has given his word, there is no power on this earth that will extract it from him. But, as I first discovered at age 5, when I questioned the authenticity of the Easter Bunny, this isn't under oath. Mycroft Holmes cannot lie. Now, brother, what happened in the period between spectacles and magnifying glass?
Well, I taught her to read the basic whole numbers.
What?
Nothing more. No, she got fed up with reading them out.
She would read out the encrypted messages to you.
Yes, but they were just numbers.
Well, we must find them.
She couldn't hope to make sense of the code.
Out now!
It's his brother, man. Have a care.
Help me locate
No,
her.
I don't care. You must both leave now.
I never knew where she lived.
What details then?
I said now.
A very nice vegetable soup. She sang a song.
Well, you could have at least engaged with her a little.
I'll arrest you on the count of 5. 1,
Oh, she smelt of phosphorus.
2,
God, favourable but ill.
3.
Thank you, Mycroft.
You're not very good at your job, are you?
I beg your pardon.
Oh, not mine, sir. Your superior's pardon. They clearly instructed you not to let my brother investigate, yet you stand there counting while he does the very thing. No. Orders are orders. The rules must be obeyed. Otherwise, chaos would reign.
I'll bet it was a laughing minute growing up in your house.
No, not particularly. Oh, it's large type. Too much to ask for.
So, where do we begin?
We eliminate the impossible.
I can't survive being a burden on you both. I feel much better now. I shall find alternative accommodation.
Very well, phosphorus is key, I'm sure of it. Holmes,
You were just very rude.
my apologies. So, phosphorus first.
Miss Adler, please stay.
No, thank you.
Concentrate, please, Watson. Fresh ingredients for soup meet a market close by. Ill-worn yet favourable clothes suggest a short move from poverty. Uses of phosphorus.
Holmes!
Concentrate, please, Watson. Could she have been a matchmaker?
Possibly, Miss Adler. He is not being deliberately rude.
I understand. You are both busy men, though.
It occurs naturally. Some society folk put a little in water in the misguided belief that it aids brain function. Why is Mycroft so unsociable?
Oh, Mycroft, unsociable.
Sorry, what do you say?
Well, because you were being about as rude as I have ever known you to be.
Oh, I'm working, Watson. I would have thought you would have been grateful.
What are you insinuating?
Is this phosphorus? The egg smell on the match?
Yes.
By the river. I'd imagine she's nearer the tower. There are newer houses there.
Well, how the devil...
Dead fish, Mr. Holmes. It's the smell of dead fish. Billingsgate Market, the place reeks of it. No matter how often you bathe or hang clothes around your neck, oh, it lingers for years. She'd buy fresh ingredients from the docks. And if it is a truly delicious soup, the exotic spices brought in by the sailors would explain why.
Well,
What? I haven't exercised my deductive skills in some time.
I couldn't be certain.
Call for a cab, Watson.
very well.
I will take a lift.
How do you suggest I find her once there?
Now he notices me.
I beg your pardon?
Everyone knows everybody's business there.
Yes, that's my very fear. I do not wish to pry, but it seems pretty clear to me that you know these streets. Would you consider staying if I were to employ you as a guide?
I would.
Good. Put those here.
Certainly. Mr. Holmes?
Pea's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's going to cost you. Come on.
The urchin is playing you, Watson.
Well, we can keep wandering the streets, or we can play it his way and get an address.
If it helps.
Thank you, miss. This way.
This man will eat like a prince.
I imagine he's more likely to drink like a fish. You said you wouldn't pry.
And I haven't.
But there is a void in our conversation.
Ah. Well, I never was the greatest conversationalist. I'm afraid small talk bores me to tears.
Did you want me under your roof, Mr. Holmes?
Dr. Watson seemed to believe it was the right thing to do. I always defer matters like that to him.
Perfect partnership.
Yes, quite, yes.
I was born half a mile to the left of the tower, as we see it here. 7 siblings. Only 2 of us made it, 10 years old, when, on an errand to the city, I noticed men's eyes upon me. The skill of manipulation soon became mine, and I elevated myself from these ends. As you know, I played many roles. A bashful debutante, a blossoming opera singer, a mistress. I became guilty of the sin of grief. The wronging of a particularly jealous and well-connected lover has left me full of regret. I appreciate your listening to the good doctor, but I will not burden you further.
No, you're proving very useful, Miss Adler. It is no burden. I insist you remain with us. Your knowledge of these streets is most welcome.
A girl never forgets her upbringing, mister.
We have it! Mrs. Peasgood works at the British Museum.
Most impressive!
No, this way, please, gentlemen. There is a shortcut.
Good work, Miss Adler. Come along, Watson.
Good work, Watson. Thank you very much. Whatever next?
The boat.
What the devil?
Strange contraption.
Strange place.
Might as well have a large sign saying, "Welcome to the trap."
Precisely. So touch nothing.
Mrs. Peasgood! Who goes there?
Watson, I said touch nothing.
The lady screamed.
My apologies.
We are not hunting the great white whale, Watson. Now leave it alone.
Oh my,
I said let go.
I can't.
Why not?
It has me trapped.
Watson, let go!
How could if I
Don't
could?
touch the trigger.
I wasn't about to. What is this thing?
I fear it is not in your control.
Oh, now the good news.
It's fully capable of firing itself!
God damn it, help me aim it elsewhere then. At least we'll know when.
What length someone has gone to.
I'll be accused of murder.
Don't say that.
That's how it'll be seen. The #1 witness against Mycroft, brutally slain by his own brother's accomplice. Thank God the old dear's oblivious. I'll keep my mouth shut from now on.
What the bleeding hell! Ah! Don't shoot them, don't shoot! I
time to play Guess the Day!
Oh, you're his brother, all right. And who's that pointing that finger at me?
The thing is pointing me, madam, I assure you.
That is Watson. He has no desire to be your man.
Peacewood, calm down.
Get me heavy again!
Calm yourself down, mother. You'll be as white as rain. He'll have you out in a tea.
Gil, I've been on this earth a long time, but I've got no desire to leave it today.
He is the best bleeding detective in all the world. If anyone can get you out, it'll be him.
Who would want to hurt me?
The same person who was trying to frame my brother, madam.
He wouldn't have done nothing, sirs. Mycroft is innocent.
Here, Mrs. Peacegood, what's that in front of you?
It's a sign. It's got numbers on it.
Read them out!
I can't do my numbers or reading.
Mycroft told us he taught you. Now, please, read them out!
First is
Quickly!
a 6, then a circle, then a dot.
60. He didn't teach you very well, did he?
A 1 and a 7.
17!
A 12 is a 1 and a 2 together.
Yes.
Twice that, then a 7, that's the last of it.
60, 17, 12, 12, 7.
What does it mean?
It's code.
Is it your brother's? Has someone solved it?
Yeah, possibly.
Well, we can solve it then. Or Mrs. Peacegood, perhaps you can.
He's never told me a thing. But his messages was always lots more numbers and dots and such like.
If you know something, you must tell us.
Well, I bleeding well wish I could.
Wait. He said they would have had to have been with me through childhood.
He also said there's a key. We need to find it.
No, let's keep breaking the codes. The numbers relate to letters, the letters to numbers. It could have been anything written. A passage from a book, a newspaper, a poem.
He used to learn me to sing to him. He said his mother would do the same as a child.
Excellent, Mrs. Peacegood.
It is, but Mycroft was indiscriminate when it came to music. Mother could have sung him anything in a car.
Nothing specific, no song he'd face.
No, I promise you to this day, Mycroft cannot remember a single song. They would have had to have been with me through childhood.
Oh, Father, oh, in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Please forgive me if I can't remember all the words that have come.
I cannot concentrate with this superstitious nonsense in the background!
But I ain't dying without saying it.
What else did he like as a child?
What, beyond ruining every surprise? I've no idea.
What about your favourite book?
No, it was a book on mathematical theory by Diophantus called Arithmetica.
No, when he was a young child.
Yes. Yes! Yes, congratulations, Miss Agnew.
We're on second here.
Oh, my heavens, this is it.
Mr. Holmes!
Quiet, I'm trying to remember the first page.
I was a bleeding awful mother. Please forgive me. Gil, whatever it is that I leave for my Kathy, please tell her I was sorry.
Holmes!
Let it hit me! She doesn't deserve to die!
Well, neither do you.
You get out of the way, Gil. You've got your whole life to live. I've had mine.
Miss Adler, please move, I beg of you.
I can't watch an innocent woman die! I've done my fair share of living, old girl. The sights I have seen here make you blush!
Oh, thank heavens. I knew you'd get there, Holmes. Never doubted it for a second.
What was it?
Diophanti Alexandris Arithmeticorum Libri Sex et Numerus Multan Gulis.
Now in England.
It was the inscription on the front page of his favorite book. The 60th letter was G, the 17th was R, the 12th was E, and so on and so forth, spelling green.
Don't mind me.
Oh, Dr. Watson, your hand!
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a broken finger. I'll take that over being a murderer.
Thank you.
Yes.
If you could just let me have
Yes,
it.
yes.
What's this? It takes
We
no.
must stop the gas!
Hug him up!
Poor woman!
Look away, Miss Adler. Apparently this game was always meant to end this way.
You won't be told, will you? You think because you're of superior intellect, This raises you above the law.
Inspector, one can hardly imagine him not wanting to investigate his own brother's case.
Yes, one can, because he was told not to. And now that poor woman is dead.
But she was clearly doomed no matter what. She obviously knew something of great importance.
Sorry I'm late, I just heard.
It does matter, though, Doctor, because it was the very man I've been ordered to keep away.
Why?
I beg your pardon?
Why is the world's greatest detective being prevented from detecting?
This case isn't about some rich idiot who's been duped by a pretty face. And it isn't about a big, bloody dog! People have died because of information known only to his brother and a handful of very important men, the Prime Minister included. And they're not having this crazy man investigate them.
Oh, I see, because they have something to hide.
No, because we have the culprit safely locked away in a cell.
He didn't do it!
Yes, he
Then
did!
why has somebody gone such lengths to silence Mrs. Peasgood?
Covering his tracks!
Mycroft is in this very jail!
Yes, and he would appreciate some peace and quiet.
He has an accomplice then.
It is a tragedy that an innocent woman has died, but it does give us reason to doubt Mycroft's involvement.
Picture, please, Inspector.
No.
Arithmetica!
What about it?
That's the code.
The public need to know why Sherlock Holmes has been arrested, Inspector.
The Prime Minister fears investigation.
Can I quote you on there, Miss Adler?
Oh.
No, you bloody well can't!
How do you know?
Strange machinery being removed from the museum, Inspector. Does that offer any clues?
Well, I was with you through childhood.
We have our best people on it.
Then why are you arresting the very
The
best?
front page is the code.
My readers will want to know why Sherlock Holmes ain't been given the opportunity to clear his brother's name.
Because he's-
Guilty, sir! Is that what you was going to say? Oh, has the trial completed already, then? Honey, I thought we was innocent until proven guilty in this great land of ours.
Is it not then?
I said it was impossible. Do you really think me that cheap?
What then?
The evidence is damning.
But there are clues out there, Inspector, otherwise why would someone go to these lengths to hide them?
No one wants to wake up in the morning and their face on the newspaper.
Oh, I'm used to being ridiculed. Don't think I do this because of your threats. You tell me anything you find. I don't want him acting alone.
You have our word, Inspector.
There are some very influential men who want this dealt with swiftly and efficiently. He won't have much time.
Inspector!
Inspector! Inspector!
Close. Come on, Holmes. Let's go.
Mr. Holmes,
Fermat's last theorem.
You took your time.
You solved it.
I did.
It's impossible.
Not quite.
How?
And I have in my possession a sworn statement witnessed by a lawyer that I will never reveal the answer. All right, I tell you this. The theorem required advanced and original mathematical thought to be proven. It is these original practices that help me create the unbreakable code.
What if I break it?
Can't, nobody can.
Thus giving reasonable doubt to your guilt. Ha! I accept the challenge!
It cannot be broken, little brother, but you can! I beg you don't! Ah!
I am sorry about Mrs. Peasgood, Mr. Holmes.
Who?
Your helper. She was murdered.
Thank you. Oh, yes, thank you so much. Yes, thank you. It's the family's request. You see, the body lies in state. It's our job to make her look as pretty as we can. Mr. Baker, here, this is a genius with the makeup.
I am the Da Vinci of Cadaver.
Thank you so much. We may not have long, Holmes.
He solved it!
What's that?
Fermat's last theorem. He solved it.
Quite.
You have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
I very rarely do.
Fermat was a Frenchman for his sins and a lawyer for ours. He adored mathematics and problem solving. Like Mycroft, he worshipped Arithmetica by Diophantus, a book containing the world's most difficult mathematical problem, namely the conjecture that no three positive integers could possibly satisfy the equation a to the power of n plus b to the power of n equals c to the power of n, with n being greater than 2.
Obviously.
Cryptically, in 1637, Fermat wrote in the margin of his book words to the effect of, "I have solved it."
So it can be solved.
No, allegedly. But Fermat neglected to mention how he solved it. Many experts believed it was a groundless boast on his part to confuse the mathematical community, which it has done for almost 250 years.
Until Mycroft.
Indeed. You see, I can prove without question that the code can be intercepted, these telegram signals can be easily diverted, that Mrs. Peacewood was party to many of them. But now I have to prove that the code can be broken. The encryption machine alone is not sufficient. It needs a brain capable of deciphering it.
Oh, well, good luck with that. Let me know if I can be of any help.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we may not have long with this evidence. Can I suggest that we make the most of it?
Indeed. What is it?
Nothing.
No, you clearly have something to say. It must be of a personal nature because you wouldn't hesitate so much on a professional matter.
Miss Anne,
Yes?
I'm pleased you persuaded her to stay.
No, it was always her decision to make.
Remarkable woman.
Yes, she showed such bravery at the museum.
Possibly. Oh, damnation.
Very well. Very well. I will bite like a good fish.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Explain yourself. Why was her bravery only possible?
She's a very different woman from when we first met 5 years ago, yes?
Yes?
And until we provided a roof over her head, she was destitute and alone.
Indeed.
Well, what if she stood in front of that contraption because she felt she had nothing else to live for?
We must talk to her, Watson.
Not I, it is you she confides in.
Ah, you're the doctor.
She doesn't need a doctor, she needs the ear of a friend.
Well, I wouldn't know how.
Well, it's high time you learn. It's gone blue.
Some form of cyanide. I've never seen anything like it.
This is more advanced than the British military, even.
Absolutely, Watson. And this contraption utilizes methods and materials that engineers are only just beginning to contemplate. Conclusion. Advanced weaponry, technology, and the ability to crack Mycroft's impossible code. Whoever we're up against is not in this for the money.
What then?
Anarchy, international power. Whoever it is fully equipped to take us on. The planning, the detail, there's
What are you looking for?
some kind of serial number.
There's an inscription. Here.
Really? No, I'm afraid I'm inheriting my brother's failing eyesight.
It's a crest.
Really? Well, good. Describe it. Now, Watson, are you sure you won't have a word?
No, it's up to you, old boy. It's an eagle on a shield. A black knight with something above him.
Snake?
Yes. How do you know? Do not jest! I would not. Why so great?
That is the crest of the Moriartys!
Oh, shit! You survived. Why not Moriarty?
As I crawled from the water, I turned and saw him. His body was broken at angles impossible to survive. rocks had destroyed him, and his face, horribly mutilated, was below the waterline. He was dead!
Then how is he tormenting us now?
Oh, it can't be him!
How to explain the question, Mr. Holmes?
Should he even be here and put everything in his damn newspaper?
Mr. Holmes don't want it printing, and it won't be.
Moriarty was a very rich man. There may have been a son or brother. You knew very little about him.
Ha! But breaking Mycroft's code, Moriarty was a mathematician.
At a very minor university.
It smacks of Moriarty.
Oh, it smacks of Moriarty. What is it, his ghost then?
Possibly.
Watson, you talk like an old washerwoman sometimes. A ghost.
I said possible.
When it is scientifically impossible. Superstitious nonsense!
There's a woman lives next door to me, mother, who speaks to ghosts. Oh, people come from all over London to see her.
Being a journalist, Mr. Herring, you should be concerned with the truth alone, not talking to charlatans. Oh, Miss Adler, please, please be the voice of reason.
I'm afraid I can't say for certain either way, Mr. Holmes. I haven't sufficient proof to dismiss this possibility. As a detective, I'm surprised you don't feel the same way.
Fine. I had thought there were 3 potential outcomes, but no. In order of probability, 1, some villain has broken the code. 2, Mycroft is being used as a scapegoat of the British government. Perhaps the Prime Minister himself is implicated. 3, Mycroft did it for the money of all things. And now 4. It was the ghost of my dead nemesis. Very well. Very well. But all 4 outcomes require the answer to one truth. Did anybody else break the code other than my brother? Mr. Herring, please leave. Do not print the story of the Reichenbach Fall.
Absolutely, sir.
Mind you don't.
And now a word. A to the power of n plus b to the power of n equals c to the power of n. I will ponder this until the answer presents itself.
I would find some hobby if I were you, Miss Adler. He's the most singular-minded individual in the world. He'll do this for days if he has. Holmes, I'll take your findings on the gas to Lestrade. I imagine the evidence will outweigh how we acquired it. Holmes, you see?
Watson, my back.
What about your back?
It requires treatment no matter.
Are you injured?
I am certainly luckier than Moriarty, though I have my scars.
Are you in discomfort?
Some.
Can I help?
Dr. Watson applies this.
I can.
I don't think it's appropriate.
I nursed my mother for years.
Really? What was wrong?
A chronic case of violent husband.
My apologies.
Remove your shirt, Mr. Holmes. I will be nurse. She would have the occasional broken bone. Then she lost her hearing to a very well-connected slap. Oh, my, this would work well as smelling salt.
Yes, well, I've grown used to it. Oh. Does it offend you?
Heavens, no. Do I apply liberally or sparingly?
Oh, liberally, though Mrs. Hudson curses Watson on laundry day.
So the code isn't the book's cover?
No, but our villain was leading me to the true source of the code, Fermat's last theorem.
They have broken it.
Well, apparently so, or perhaps ghosts are good at mathematics.
Perhaps they are. Dr. Watson tells me I'm never to ask about the source of the code if I wish to keep my mind intact.
Ah, quite. Ah!
Heavens, I'm so sorry.
Something caught.
Oh. Is that better?
Yes. Are you suicidal, Miss Adler?
What on earth? Ah. My actions at the museum?
Yes.
No, I'm not suicidal. I was perhaps fueled by a sense of worthlessness. Is that similar?
I do not believe it to be dissimilar, but why would you undervalue your life?
I feel I have misused it to date.
No, you have proved very, very worthy to me. I'm sure you're of great comfort to your mother.
I was.
My apologies again.
You care
I'm sorry?
if I live or die? Do you care?
Yes, yes, I do.
That pleases me. Mr. Holmes, do you wish me to...
No, I no.
Perhaps, for now, we should. You need to get on.
Yes. I apologize for taking your risk.
None required.
Yes, well, yeah. Yeah.
I do not wish to take my own life, Mr. Holmes. I wish to help you save your brothers.
Yes, thank you. Much appreciated.
Miss Adler! A word.
I'm just leaving, Mr. Dr. Watson, an errand for Mr. Holmes.
How is it?
Well,
Please ask him to open his door to me.
I can't tell him a thing these days. He hardly speaks.
You can at least get into the same room.
He is working hard.
Yes. And he knows he cannot manipulate me in the way that he can you.
I beg your pardon.
He knows that I won't put up.
Well, there you have the reason he won't see you. Excuse me?
Raining, is it? In the study.
I'm sorry, Doctor. He told me to avoid you on my return.
Because he is descending into his dark place. And he knows that I will take away his vices to save him.
He believes he needs them to keep thinking.
He needs to rest and sleep. How long has he gone?
To my knowledge, he took an hour or two, 3 nights ago.
Man cannot hope to survive without sleep. Is he at the absinthe? Cocaine? The opiate? He's killing himself.
He wants to save his brother.
And who will save him?
I think of it like this, Doctor. How would he be if his brother was to
I'm sorry, Miss Adler, I must ask. What are you carrying underneath your coat?
He's a grown man. The most intelligent man I have ever met, and he knows his own mind.
He is flirting with madness. And what you have under your coat will take him there faster. Forgive me. I know you want what's best for him. I appreciate it. In fact, I encourage it.
Why is that?
Holmes needed a woman in his life.
That's why you insisted I remain. You found a suitable woman in the gutter. Oh, she'll do, and now I am a barrier between you and he.
No, not at all. Man cannot survive with male friendship alone. Holmes needed to experience everything, and I believe your return was fate.
If you love someone, set them free.
Love's a bit strong, isn't it?
Of course, my apologies.
I'm a married man.
As was Mr. Wilde. Excuse me, please, Doctor. I will do my best to deter him. I beg you, Sherlock, to allow Johnny to see you. His feelings are so desperately hurt.
The solution is beginning to reveal itself. I am convinced it has its answers in elliptical curvature. The code is fluid, an ever-shifting pattern. I must not only discern the relation of each number to a letter, but break the enigma of its sequencing. The positioning of a reference is as vital to its numeric.
Sherlock. Sherlock. You need to sit. You haven't eaten again.
I know the fuel my brain requires, Miss Adler. I hope they were polite to you.
Of course.
Quickly, Miss Adler, I'm close to a breakthrough.
Or a breakdown. Dr. Watson says this will send you quite mad.
No, Dr. Watson is like an old mother hen.
I'm worried for you too.
I do not fear madness, Miss Adler. I fear not solving this case.
And you would risk your own health.
Now, please. Leave, you are no use.
Oh, you're behaving like a child. Refuse this.
I do not need mothering. Now get out!
Very well. I will fetch my belongings. I'm sure I can earn my keep in Whitechapel.
No, please. Give it to me before you leave.
No, I will not.
I demand it!
You can demand all you like.
How dare you defy me?
I dare defy any man.
It was you.
What?
You are the villain. You elevated yourself from abject poverty to move in circles far beyond any natural intellectual need.
He doing?
You are some kind of unencumbered genius, a savant. You have displayed, ever since I met you, a cunning and guile far beyond any other woman on earth. You are the breaker of the secrets. Tell me how you did it.
First, you tell me what you believe my motive to be.
You have been able to manipulate any man you have ever met.
Except you.
Precisely! And now you prove yourself by tormenting me, by targeting my senses, by worming your way into my brain like a parasite, by attacking my family, by denying me what I need! You have the devil in you!
I fear the devil may be in you, Miss Holmes. I hope you can save your brother and yourself. I really do.
Yes, yeah, well, Miss Adler, Irene, I apologize. My life is clearer without a woman in it. Reveal your my secret.
The truth will out, sir.
No, it mustn't. I will pay you.
You got nothing, Mr. Holmes. Apart from what I give you, you got nothing.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, can I rub your back?
Oh, you poor woman.
Oh, don't pretend to care, sir.
No, I do care. Your death weighs heavily on my mind.
My death? You're cold-blooded, Mr. Holmes, like your brother. Don't pretend to be anything else.
Do you know, I don't think I'll listen to hallucinations.
Sherlock Holmes! I'm arresting you for murder!
No, I didn't kill her.
Not me, you silly sausage.
Sherlock Holmes, you're under arrest for the murder of...
Wait on the ground.
We'll hang you alongside your brother. Back-to-back Holmes. Get it? Back-to-back Holmes!
Oh, very clever. Tell us another.
If it was an old slice, they'd be neck and neck.
Are you all right in there, Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes!
Yes. Mrs. Hudson, I might have been shouting.
I've told you before, enough of these shenanigans.
Oh my. I don't normally let my imagination get the better of me, but...
Perhaps this will persuade you to do it more often.
No, this is a far better turn of events. I apologize for my ludicrous
Oh, I'm
accusation.
not actually here, Sherlock.
Of course.
You're not one to embrace your human emotions, are you?
Well, in my line of work, I have to think with my head, not my heart.
Well, you're thinking with something else now.
Oh.
Who was the last woman you held?
I don't recall.
This is what you want?
Oh, yes. No, I should be saving Mycroft.
The man who shows no interest in you regardless of your achievements. The man who torments you now with his mathematical puzzle.
He is my brother.
This is emotion, Sherlock. This is what you crave. This is what you spend all your energy avoiding when you can embrace it.
Please kiss me again.
You kiss me. Poor boy. Poor boy. Let it out. Let it out.
No, this is the weakness of the mind. Watson.
How many times do I have to outline the dangers of these substances? What happened? You passed out.
Oh, Miss Adler, I apologize.
No. I didn't want to leave.
No, it was me. I was being ridiculous.
You must eat something.
Of course.
I am indebted to you, Watson.
It was Miss Adler who found you. You should be thanking her. You were lucky this time.
Oh, the inevitable lecture.
I'm not your keeper. You're a grown man. Who the devil is that?
I have no idea.
I'm coming!
Ah, Watson, I need to speak with Mr. Holmes.
Not to visit you.
Mind out there, this is important.
I read the vile article you printed.
We're very grateful to all our readers.
When Sherlock Holmes finally met his match.
Everyone knows you'll succeed. I'm just creating a bit of suspense.
For reveling in the poor man's misery.
I won't do that, Watson.
It is doctor, Watson, you vile creature. And I demand some respect when you step into the house of my friend.
Watson, what's going on?
The things this man has written about you, Holmes. He's growing rich on your misery.
Oh, no, never mind. Mr. Herring is just doing his job.
Mr. Holmes, sir, would you possibly be able to speak? I have burning news.
Yes, do come in.
I've just been down Fleet Street, sir. Nothing's official yet, but the trial is to be moved forwards.
Why?
Somehow more secrets are out. Both France and Russia have learnt of movements against them and have spent the last few weeks building their forces.
For what?
Show of strength, they hope. Doctor? Yeah, we was going to do the same against them, apparently. Now, Mr. Gladstone believes swift dealing with your brother will help Maz and prevent anything else from getting out.
Oh, they're going to hang him right away.
Almost as soon as the trial is over, as I hear it, so yes.
Well, when is the trial?
Tomorrow, sir.
What would you like to do?
Oh, we must speak to Mycroft.
Lestrade will never allow it.
Then beg it, pay it, do what it takes, please. Find out all you can about the trial, who is presiding, which court it is being. I must visit the British Library. There is a book there imported from Kentucky in the United States of America on the Court of Appeals. I must have it. We shall find a way of postponing this barbaric trial.
Lestrade will never allow a visit.
Why are they so determined to kill Mycroft?
Well, I believe your brother's death will draw a line on other things. The secrets die with him.
Well, yes, that would always be the case with Mycroft. Yeah. Of course.
Of course what?
There is a way. Mycroft has sworn an oath to keep these secrets. He would die before breaking that oath.
Food is being prepared.
And
You must prove this to the judge.
How can you prove someone can't lie?
By proving they are compelled to tell the truth regardless of consequence. I must speak to Mycroft.
Lestrade is defiant.
It's imperative.
He wants an end to this case. There is no way.
But, excuse me, sirs, but there is one avenue of persuasion we could try.
Beyond question, no.
What is? I fear I may be one step behind. Can I help?
Excuse me being crude, miss, but I think you, a year back, could have really helped out.
Ah.
No, I would not ask this of you.
No, it's unfair. Please, forget it.
I will. If I can help, I will.
What on earth are you doing?
Nothing!
You can't stand here.
really do think me the fool, Miss Adler.
Why do you say that, Inspector?
It's been 15 years since a pretty woman made eyes at me. Therefore, the fool is they. Good day.
Wait. Allow Sherlock to see his brother today, and I will stop.
Stop what? I'm not some weak-willed little boy, Miss Adler.
Then force me to let go. Look at the lace on my glove.
What's of it?
Look at it.
What's of it?
Is it pretty?
It's very pretty, yeah.
Do you like the look of it? The feel of it?
I must confess I do.
Good. I want you to guess where else I'm wearing lace like that.
Mycroft, I'm here. Sit down.
How deep would you say these walls are?
Wouldn't know about that, old boy. Let's just see you right.
That form to count, Mycroft. You can get lost in there.
There are 12 cells on this block. That's 90,000 bricks.
Well, you Holmes boys certainly enjoy your little forays into madness.
Mycroft, you must speak urgently. I need your full attention.
I was happier where I was.
Your trial is tomorrow.
I know that. If you come here to tell me things I knew.
No, I've come here to tell you something you don't know.
Has the code broken you, little brother?
No, but I have to halt this trial, and I only have 2 minutes to instruct you.
In what?
I want you to know, Mycroft, that here and now, this conversation is not in any way under oath. You're not obliged to keep what I'm about to tell you secret. Agree?
What if I said no?
Then you'd be breaking the rules to your own game, and I know you are incapable of doing that. Now, agree?
Yes.
I killed Professor Moriarty.
Why are you telling me this?
I killed Moriarty. He was alive after the fall. I choked out the last breath from his body.
Then why are you telling me this?
Because I know you cannot tell a lie.
Holmes, is this true?
Yes.
But why are you saying this now?
No! I will not allow it.
What? It is agreed.
No, brother, no!
What the dickens is going on?
This is not a secret.
Then I shall make it one. Watson swear me to secrecy.
No, he did not give you the information. He is under no jurisdiction.
You cannot do this!
I just have.
Mycroft, what is he doing?
He wants to prove to the judge that I cannot lie by condemning himself. He will instruct the judge to ask me who he has confessed to killing. I will be under oath to tell the truth, and the trial will be postponed for a day or two at most.
And then I will break your damn code. Lestrade, I'm done.
Mycroft, you'll be arrested, won't you?
Yes!
Holmes, this is lunacy.
Say no more, Watson.
Have you said your goodbyes then?
Actually, we haven't. Presuming this goes well, Mycroft, I will see you in a few days.
You abuse my affliction, brother.
Bye, Mycroft.
What was all that about then?
Inspector Lestrade, your heart rate is elevated, and you are flushed of the cheek.
Sod off!
What were you thinking of?
When they arrest me, Watson, I can still convince conduct my mathematics from a prison cell. It doesn't stop me from breaking the code.
I mean taking a life.
It torments me.
Well, of course it does. This is why you stopped taking cases. I thought it was your external injuries that had caused your change of heart. If Mycroft says there's an open court, the whole world will know.
Which makes me feel slightly better already. A weight lifted off my chest.
It was Moriarty.
Regardless, it was murder.
No. I have seen the look in men's eyes when they are willing to kill. It transforms their entire being. From the moment that I first laid eyes on Professor Moriarty, I knew he had that desire constant, especially where you were concerned. He had every intention of killing you. All you are guilty of is self-defense.
It is not an emotion I would ever care to feel again.
You won't have to. When this is over, you must take cases again.
No.
I will be your sword arm. No villain will ever make you face them again.
Dear sweet Watson, what an horrendous world this can be. I do not wish to face it.
You help make it better.
When this is finished, so am I. Hiding documents.
No.
No?
No, I will not laugh and joke as you have yourself arrested and your good name dragged through the mud.
Oh, it's for the greater good.
Really? For 3 weeks I have seen you toil over this case, and how far have you got? Then you expect Watson and me to do exactly what in your absence?
I'm formulating a plan.
Oh, forgive me, Mr. Holmes, because I am a guest in your house, but I honestly don't see how this postponement can help anybody.
Well, it will help Mycroft to the power of his neck, not being stretched.
Perhaps the reality of this situation has to be faced.
What? That there is no logical way someone could have acquired Mycroft's secrets? That it was magic? The ghost of Moriarty? While there is a breath left in my body, Miss Adler, I shall not succumb to that!
No! The reality is I do not wish to be without you.
Sherlock. Sherlock, we should be leaving.
If it is all the same to you, I will remain here.
Of course. Is everything in place?
Fleetstreet's finest, and my damn sure that judge has no choice but to postpone, sir.
Excellent, thank you. Excellent. Miss Adler. Miss Adler is to remain. I'm sorry. Miss Adler is to remain in the house during my hopefully temporary incarceration.
I'll do my best.
I want your word, old boy.
Mrs. Hudson will still need her rent.
Well, I expect the journalist to visit me on a weekly basis. Where are you?
He already has the story of a lifetime here. He might not need you anymore.
Brother! Idiot!
He knows you well. You sure this is work?
Yes.
She's been taken!
What?
Miss Adler!
How do you know?
A colleague was given a note by the courier. He's just been asking around.
Really?
1 of 4, I have the woman walk in all.
Wait, it could be anybody.
Yes, but you know it is what time is it?
2.
The rigmarole will take an age.
Where are you going?
To find her.
There's no address.
He wants us to find her. It's the first of 4 clues.
Right. No, I don't get it.
Walk in all. The promenade of wonders. I just hope they're all this simple.
Brought my own this time. Thank you very much.
2 of 4. Look around and please, Watson, do not touch anything.
Don't know what I'm looking for.
Anything out of place.
All this is out of place.
Have you been touching again?
This doesn't bode well.
Look for anything. For anything symbolizing the number 2.
Books! Here!
Titles!
Creature Encyclopedia.
There's some kind of generator here,
Spiritism and devil worship.
capable of producing a lot of electricity.
Demonology and resurrection.
Now, this is not the work of a ghost, I can tell you.
Romulus and Remus.
A ghost could not say again.
Which delightful volume.
Romulus and Remus. The twins!
Hunt!
Number 3, remain.
Remain.
Yes.
Where?
Well, you did ask.
I warn you! We're armed!
Watson, this is not a gunfight. It's a battle of wills. We must remain as calm as possible and not deviate from this pathetic shape.
Moriarty himself!
No, it's a cheap conjuring trick, I tell you! No, it's a cheap trick, I tell you! It's a cheap trick!
But how is it
I
done?
don't care how it's done!
But Holmes!
Watson, stop! Stop. Just stop. You don't have to question everything. We know the villain's motivation. He wants us to leave this pentagram. We stand fast!
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What is it?
This person believes they know how I'll behave. Ever since the beginning of this case, they've known my thoughts and my next move.
There.
Am I that predictable?
They know you.
Indeed.
Your logic, your reasoning is familiar to me.
And vital, I suppose. And Miss Adler sits in danger while we dance to their rhythm.
What on earth are you doing?
The exact opposite of what I'm supposed to do. Miss Adler, we will catch you up.
You mean there's no consequence of stepping out of the pentagram?
No, we have a very confident villain. He never thought we'd ever fail these tasks.
What? Brilliant, Holmes.
Task 4. 19, 6, 29, 17, 2, 4, 5, 2, 29, 12.
Watson, wait outside.
Is that what it says?
Yes, now go.
But specifically, what did it say?
Watson, there isn't time. Now leave.
Are you sure?
Yes, now go.
You must think me soft in the head.
No way, Watson.
What was the message?
There isn't time.
Tell me.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice?
Yes. One of us for her.
No! No! If you die, my dog will hang.
I am the target here, not Microblock Miss Adler.
Then let them play. I will take your place.
Never.
All right, all right. But you must not be the one to release the rope. It's better you don't know when.
Agreed.
Goodbye.
It's been a pleasure, Watson.
It has.
Now.
It really has, old boy. Hold on, Miss Adler. Go away. Goodbye, old boy. Devil can do Miss Adler. If you can hear me, please look after him. I did my best to jump.
Ah! Miss Adler remains unharmed. I don't quite understand.
You mean all this was for nothing?
Sacrifice made.
Oh, no, actually, sacrifice not made, old boy. Neck still intact.
Watson,
What?
look after Miss Adler.
What?
Meet me at the courts! When?
In the morning, sir. I'm very sorry. I even tried to do it myself, but the judge threw me out. Took a matter of minutes, as they had the motivation and confession. The brother said very little.
I failed.
We all have, sir.
You must have something.
Why?
Because it's the done thing. It's what everybody wants to know. What was the last meal?
Then I will disappoint.
Eat something.
No, I'd rather read. Can I have my magnifying glass?
Yes, if you tell me what food you want.
Mrs. Peasgood's vegetable soup, please.
Mrs. Peasgood is dead.
Oh, right. Well, then I'll have nothing.
Fine.
Magnifying glass, please!
My sincerest commiserations, Sherlock.
Oh, he's not dead yet.
No, cool. He won't eat anything.
I imagine that's got something to do with the fact that his bodily functions are soon to fail him.
Oh, yes, I hadn't thought of that. No, I just wasn't hungry.
Perhaps this one would be more to your liking, yes?
Oh, it's in my code!
Indeed, indeed. I put it through your encryption machine and my journalist fellow printed it out. Such an amazing achievement. True encryption.
Apparently there's a Frenchman who'll pay 3,000 gold coins to anyone that can prove the theorem.
Are you not tempted?
No, it was a personal and professional gratification, never for accolades. Besides, what would 3,000 gold coins buy me now? Thank you for this.
So what's in the news anyway?
Oh, no idea. I was counting the number of letter E's compared to the I's. It strikes me that the balance is roughly 2 to 1 in favor of E, yet E is such a difficult and time-consuming letter to write, whereas I is straightforward.
Are you suggesting swapping the symbols around?
I am.
How very interesting.
Oh, no.
Is that what passes for humour in there, Hans?
Apparently so.
You haven't failed me, brother.
No, I have.
No, I told you myself it was impossible. Your efforts were always in vain.
My fear is that our very relationship has on 2 counts condemned me.
How so?
They got at me through you, whoever they are.
Oh, yes, I imagine so. What is the second condemnation?
That you, being my brother, has prevented me from doing my job properly.
Oh, how interesting. Sorry. Interesting.
It is the lack of emotional connection that allows me to view a problem logically. That wasn't possible here. For the first time, I cared to solve a crime, not for my own amusement or acclaim, but for a family member's life. That proved more difficult than I had envisaged.
Yes, I imagine that is also true. But in my opinion, the case was unsolvable.
Yes? Perhaps.
Well, my time is nearly at an end. I should wish to involve my mind elsewhere.
Yes, I understand.
But first, I do appreciate immensely your efforts.
No, Michael, do not feel you have to say anything.
No, I lived my life incapable of saying these things. I regret it now. I should have been a better son, a better brother, a friend to somebody. I cut myself off from the world, and It destroys me.
Mycroft, I could not bear it if your last thoughts were of regret, brother. You are a genius that outshone me every step of the way. I looked up to you with awe and wonder as anyone who has ever met you ever has.
I treated them all so badly.
No, you were diligent and dedicated and did what you had to do, brother. Which is all any of us can do. And what would Mother have said?
Boys, be your best.
And you are. I love you, brother. I'm so sorry.
Have this!
Why?
It's a good one. It will make you look studious. The villains will fear you even more.
But I no longer investigate.
What would Mother say to that?
Mycroft. Goodbye, old boy.
Is that you, Watson? I thought perhaps Lestrade had a friend.
It is time.
I don't think I can watch.
There is a room to the side of the area. We don't have to watch. I will be there for you, Sherlock. As will Dr. Watson.
Yes, I'm very grateful for that. When today is over, I have a request.
Whatever you wish.
I wish you to teach me the art of small talk.
Absolutely.
It's about time I made that.
By order of the highest court in the land, and Her Majesty Queen Victoria, Mycroft Holmes has been found guilty on the charge of treason against these shores, and will now hang by the neck until he is dead.
Such a barbaric world we live in.
What would
some time.
What did I miss? I must have missed something.
You did everything you could. You have nothing to regret.
What did I miss? Unless, of course,
Unless what?
it was magic.
Sorry, Mr. Holmes, what did you say?
It was magic. I am defeated. The world is not within my understanding. Magic is real. On what have I based my life? On what I thought was bedrock. It's now a shifting sand. I do not comprehend. I failed my brother.
Do you hear that? He said it! He said it! The great Sherlock Holmes! The world's greatest detective is before me broken. Everything he believes in, everything he's based his pathetic life on, gone. Taken by a mere woman. The woman. I did what you never could.
You did all this.
Shut up, you puffed up old maid. I'm talking to him. I broke you. I made you believe in the impossible. I intercepted the messages. I set the traps. I killed the most intelligent man on earth. Oh, do you need a handkerchief? Is all that repressed emotion spilling out? Shall we begin the small talk now?
No.
What?
No.
Tell me why you look like that.
Better still. Why don't I show you, Miss Adler? Mycroft! Ho!
How on earth did she manage it?
Welcome, brother.
Impossible, I saw him hang!
You're looking strangely well.
Yes, never mind all that. I've got some questions for you.
You knew!
No, not at all, not until now. You were oh so very clever, Miss Adler. Genius, in fact, I'll give you that.
Get it over with.
There were clues, nothing beyond speculation. This is how I see it. Mycroft's eyesight. The man is practically blind. He didn't even notice Watson in his cell last night. He barely looks at people. They don't interest him.
Would you tell your man to stop prodding him?
Watson, leave him alone. He is alive.
How exactly?
In time, Watson, in time. You see, poor old Mrs. Peasgood didn't know which day it was. You disguised yourself, befriended her, then drugged her, dressed as her, fed Mycroft occasionally, but he took no more notice of you than he would a fly in the room.
Let me save you a whole lot of gloating, Holmes. You have no proof.
Correct! But then, I staged this entire event in the hope that you would confess, which you did. Thank you. Good morning, Inspector.
Good morning, Sherlock.
You didn't need to break the code. You exploited one of Mycroft's many foibles, one I saw proof of last night when I gave him the encrypted newspaper.
Well, I wasn't aware I had any foibles.
Sadly, yes, brother. No advanced mathematics, no understanding of the theorem. She read your lips. You moved them when breaking the code.
Oh.
You see, I believe a good liar will stick to the truth wherever possible. That's why I believed you when you said your mother was deaf. I imagine that's how you learned to lip read. Your plan, your execution were sublime. The solution, quite simple, really.
I'd like to know how one woman could manage all this.
She had the wealth of the world's greatest villain behind her. Isn't that so, Miss Adler? Or should I say, Mrs. Moriarty?
You can't say his name! Murderer!
She may continue regardless, but I suspect she is curious.
My husband was twice the man you will ever be. He opened doors for me. He showed me such sights.
My first clue was your wedding finger. This cheap silver ring is a mite smaller than your wedding band. The indentations didn't add up. Now kill me, and you won't hear the rest.
Drop the knife, miss.
Did you want to finish what your husband had started?
He let his emotions get the better of him. I wanted to succeed when he failed, destroying the most pompous man in England.
Second most.
And avenge his murder.
No, he was intent on murder. I merely survived.
My love died at your hands, sir.
Self-defense as I see it. I exploited your brother's weakness for the truth. So unless Moriarty's ghost plans on coming back to testify, we'll hear no more about it. Take her in.
Wait! How did he not hang? We all saw him die.
A conjurer never reveals his secret.
Come on.
Next time I will just kill you. No games! I will see you beg for mercy at my feet. You will beg. No man will deny me.
Well played, Sherlock. As usual.
Why are human beings so intent on destroying one another?
Because sometimes they're just mental.
Congratulations, Mr. Holmes! I look forward to the details. So, can we have a picture, please? We should do it in front of the news.
It is our pleasure, Mr. Hewing.
Her performance couldn't begin to compare to yours and your brother's. I mean, Mycroft looked like he was genuinely going to hang.
That's because I genuinely believed I was going to hang.
You mean you didn't know?
My apologies to you both. I hadn't thought your collective acting abilities would pass Miss Adler's scrutiny. I entrusted the good inspector only.
I'm a great liar.
It's a hell of a risk. This man might have died of a heart attack.
Here.
The stakes were very high. I had to be even more ruthless than my enemy.
I cannot believe you allowed me to say all those horribly emotive words.
It's a pleasure, Michael. Smile, please. Mr. Herring.
Yes?
I will no longer be selling stories. I am to continue my career as an investigator.
What about my
What
readers?
about them?
I paid you good money.
I will turn a blind eye to the violin bow. And as for the hat... Oh. You can keep the hat. I never thought it suited me.
How did he do it, sir? I'll pay you handsomely.
No, I know how to keep a secret.
First clients are in the hallway. It's the couple from last month.
I'm the couple with no means to pay.
Well, they will have if you can solve the case.
If what you doubt me.
No, not for a moment. Shall I send them up?
Watson.
Yes?
There is a void in our conversation.
There is.
I couldn't risk telling you my plan.
No, I understand, but how difficult is this? You were never enamored of her, then?
But I have warm blood, Watson. Curious thing.
What is it?
After you struck me at the guillotine, I awoke with the fear that you were dead. Seems curious.
What does?
I could almost taste you. Your scent clung to me. It was as if all my senses were reminding me of you. Perhaps I should look into this phenomena. Perhaps it's a common occurrence.
Perhaps. Shall I show the couple up?
Watson,
Yeah.
the game's afoot. Well, keep on.
Mr. Herring.
Very well played.
Not well enough.
Oh, he was reeling. He's not that good at pretending.
In some way, it's your fault this happened in the first place.
My article.
When I read he'd retired, I felt it my civic duty to entice him back out.
Are you telling me you meant to lose?
Don't be absurd, but what is a hero without a nemesis?
Yeah, it's a shame you won't get another crack.
It is! If you print one word of my failure, I will have your neck snapped.
I won't. But I think my readers deserve something more. The biggest story of their lives.
What would that be?
Sherlock Holmes, defeated. Perhaps our collective minds will have more luck.
Perhaps. You have a plan, Mr. Herring.
Oh, my friends call me Red.
Red Herring. What is your wish?
I think we should murder someone and leave this at the sea.
A little unsophisticated, but it is a start.
Oh, one thing.
Yes?
Watson is mine.